Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about this month's Boxycharm, and I believe, are we in May? Are we in May? Holy shit, it's May 15th. We're almost like halfway through May. You guys seem to like my last Boxycharm, which was actually my first Boxycharm I ever got. You guys seem to like that, and a couple of people asked me to do monthly unboxings, and I am more than happy to do so because I like making these videos. I think they're fun, and you guys like them too, which is even more important. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this month's Boxycharm. Now, I got my Boxycharm on Friday, and today is now Tuesday, so I've been using it from Friday until today. So I've tried some of the products out and I have feelings about them. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what you get in this month's box. I'm gonna read it off this little card. I discovered this card in my last video. I discovered it at the very end of the video when I was done filming. But this has all the details on it, everything you need to know, and price-wise, how much everything costs. So I'm just going to tell you pretty much what we got in the box, and then I'll go into detail since I have been trying everything and testing everything. So the first thing was the Pure Sculptor palette. It's a 4-shade palette that has 2 contours and 2 highlights. The Cover FX blurring primer, which is obviously pretty self-explanatory, a blurring primer. A Pretty Vulgar ink gel liner. Aesthetica, now, I've never tried Aesthetica, but I've heard of it before. So I believe they have, I believe it's tools. They're most known for their tools, aren't they? I'm not sure, but a 3-piece eye trio from Aesthetica, and then an Aesthetica face brush. The last thing was the Beauty Creations liquid lip gloss. I was really excited about this box. They sent 6 items out for the price of $21. I have to be 100% honest, I'm just a little disappointed with this month's box. Like, it didn't really reach my expectations. Like, I wanted more from it, and I don't really think I got that. But okay, let's go ahead and jump in and I'll explain to you why I wasn't like 100% happy with it. So first thing right in front of me is the Pure, this is called Sculptor, I guess. This is a new product. I did look this up online, and I don't even think that they have launched this yet from Pure because I couldn't find it on their website or anything like that. It might be launched now, but when I looked into this at the time when they showed this on Boxycharm, it was not out yet. You open it up, and you know, it's nice. The highlight shades are very pretty. I did a whole unboxing on my Instagram if you guys follow me there. They are like actually so pretty when you swatch them. This first one is Originator right here. Sorry, I'm kind of looking at my computer because I have it, my camera connected to my computer, so I make sure that I'm in focus. So that's why I'm looking down, and I'm like, I feel like I'm like in front of a mirror, but anyways, we have Originator right here. It's this really pretty champagne shade. I'll just show you guys the swatch right there. I actually have this on my brow bone today and in my inner corner. I think it looks really nice. I do have this, I don't know if you can see, my lights are super bright. I know it's really hard to see my highlight sometimes, but I actually mix these two together as my highlight. And then this is Trailblazer right here. This actually reminds me a lot of Champagne Pop. In person, we have Inventor as the lighter contour shade right here, and then we have, what is this? This is Founder down here. This is super deep. So this one is Founder on my pinky, the deepest, and then Inventor is this one right here. This retails for $30. Okay, number one, the contours for me are personally just too dark. I like the theory behind it. I like that they have a darker one, especially for deeper skin tones, because, you know, just to be 100% honest, deeper complexions are just left out when it comes to, you know, having enough products for them. This is not anything new. I know people went crazy over Tarte because they didn't have enough colors for deeper skin tones, but you guys, this is nothing new. I can appreciate that they do have this deeper one in here. Now, it's not like the darkest contour, but it's, I mean, it's pretty dark. It's a deep contour. This one as well, Inventor, is also quite dark. I tried to use this very lightly today, and it did not work out on my skin. It is way too dark. Let me show you guys this side, because I think this side in particular looks worse than this one. I had a hard time blending it out. Now, keep in mind, this is way too dark for me, but I had a hard time blending it out right here. And when I went to go in and kind of blend, I feel like it just didn't want to move. So I don't know if I went in with too much product. It looks patchy. It might not look too terrible on camera, But in person, actually, let me just go ahead and zoom you guys in. I just feel like right here, it would not blend no matter how many times I tried to blend it. I feel like it just didn't want to move. It kind of just got stuck and wouldn't go anywhere. And I used all the same products that I use on a regular basis. So I know it's not my base, you know? I like that they tried to do something for deeper skin tones because I do agree that they are neglected when it comes to you know, shades. And I don't know, maybe they are coming out with other palettes. It doesn't say this is for light skin or deep skin. Like Anastasia has one for light to medium and then medium to deep. I believe I have both of them in my kit. I just don't remember what the exact names are. I wish they either did something a little bit bigger where they did a light, medium, and deep contour, and then a light, medium, and then deep highlight. If that's what they were going for, I'm not exactly sure what they were planning on doing with this palette. These two are just kind of so close to each other. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with this. I don't know, like, I just don't really understand it, I guess. And the highlights, I mean, the highlights are pretty. I have the highlight on today. I actually didn't really like the highlights until I set my face. It kind of just sat on top of my skin. I'm really just not happy with this palette. Again, I know that's not Boxycharm's fault, but I don't understand kind of what Pure did. Even when you look at them, I feel like the contours don't even really complement the highlights, you know? Like, they have like this really medium contour and then this reminds me a lot of Mary Lou. If you guys have used that, you know it's a very light highlight. I can't use that, it's too light for me, and I'm like a light to medium complexion. I actually use this as a brow bone highlight. That's how light that this highlight is. I feel like even with how deep this contour is, it just doesn't really go with the highlight, you know? Like, I feel like deep skin will be able to use this, but this might be just a little bit too light. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the primer. This primer is really nice. I like this primer a lot. I've used it I think 4 times since I got it. It is the Cover FX Blurring Primer, and this retails for $38. I have fine lines right here. I have them up here, and especially in my forehead. I have a super wrinkly forehead. I think this just did a really good job of blurring. I like Cover FX and I like their primer, so I didn't have low hopes for this one, but I think it did a really good job of blurring. My makeup stayed on pretty nice underneath it. I had my makeup on Saturday for like 8 or 9 hours, so it stayed on really nicely, looked beautiful throughout the whole time. It didn't like separate or anything like that. I did get a little shiny in my T-zone, but again, I'm oily in my T-zone, and this doesn't claim to be a mattifying primer, it's a blurring primer. But I did like it a lot, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, and then the next thing we have is the Pretty Vulgar. This is their gel liner. It's just called the Ink Gel Liner. I absolutely love this. I think this is so good. First of all, the container is huge. Like, you get so much product in here. And if I have to complain about something, which, I mean, come on, I have to complain about something, right? The only thing I don't like about this is the lid. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about this is an olive oil lid. If you guys cook and you use olive oil, like that metal lid that just doesn't want to go on easily and twist on the glass. Such like a first world problem, I know, but the lid is a little kind of difficult to put back on. Really not a big deal because the product is so good. This retails for $24. I really like this a lot. I have it on today, if you guys can see it. It's really nice. It's very creamy. I'm a big fan of the Inkblot gel liner. That's actually my favorite gel liner ever, and I have to say I think I like this a little bit more. You have more work time with this. The Inkblot gel liner dries so fast. You have to like move at the speed of lightning to get that to work. I can do like a really nice wing. I can take a little more time and not have to worry about rushing so quickly. I think this will be much easier for me to work with than the Inkblot one because that's the one that I typically take with me when I do clients. But I just like this one a little bit more. It's just so creamy. Like, you have so much time to work with it. And it's super black. I love a really black gel liner. So yeah, very happy about that. I'm very impressed with it. I like it a lot. I've never tried anything from Pretty Vulgar, so I'm excited that the first thing that I tried was a win. Okay, and then the next thing is the Aesthetica. This is the 3-piece eye trio. This retails for $45. That's really expensive for 3 brushes. I don't know, I guess because I use mainly affordable brushes. I guess that just seems like a lot for me, especially like what you get. Now, These brushes, like, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't too excited over these except for this one. This I think is the best liner brush I have ever used. It's super thin and precise. This is just everything I could have ever wanted in a liner brush. So absolutely love this. It is just perfection, especially to do a wing with gel liner. I'm gonna have to wash this and put this in my kit because I actually needed a new one in my kit. This is amazing. I love this so much. Hopefully it doesn't start to lose its shape because a lot of actually gel liner brushes that I've tried have done that. And then we have a spoolie. A spoolie is a spoolie. You can never really go wrong with a spoolie. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that in my kit. And then this brush, it looks like it's an angled brow brush. Yeah, this is, oh, this is a brow brush. Okay. My issue with this, I don't know if you can see it. It is so thick. I don't know how anybody would be able to use this as a brow brush. This I feel like would be better suited for maybe like defining the lower lash line. It's just too thick to do brows. Maybe if you have super, super thick brows and your brows are really nice and full and you don't have to do a lot of work to them, okay, I can see that. But I mean, if you have super thick brows, why do you need to fill them in, you know? So not a big fan of this, but I can find a way to make it work. Again, I'm just gonna throw it in my kit. I'll probably use it mostly to just define the lower lash line and kind of press shadow against it. $45 is really expensive for those brushes. The packaging of these are kind of cheap, to be honest. Like, they feel super light and just kind of flimsy, so I don't know, $45 is a lot for retail. Of course, I didn't pay for that because I just paid for the box, but yeah, that's just my opinion. And then the next one is the Aesthetica face brush. This brush is $27. That's a lot of money. I don't spend that much money on my brushes, but again, the same brand as the eye brushes. This kind of has the same type of packaging. It's just a little flimsy. Like, I wish it was a little more heavy duty, especially if I actually paid $27 for this. Like, I want my brushes to be like nice and heavy and like, oh, my chicken's done. I feel like even my Equal Tools brush just feel a little more sturdy. So this is just kind of a little lightweight for me. I don't know, that could just be me just picking on this brush, but I did use this brush today to apply my bronzer and it was okay. It's not like groundbreaking or anything like that. I'm not going to use this again. I'm going to put it in my kit. It wasn't bad. It applied the bronzer just fine. I'm going to stick this in my kit. I don't need any more brushes for myself. I have 8 million brushes. I just don't need them. So I'll stick this in my kit after I wash it, of course. And yeah, it did just fine, but I would never spend $27 on that brush alone. I feel like Eco Tools has really good brushes. Sonia Kashuk has beautiful brushes, and BH Cosmetics, which is one of my favorites right now, is a BH Cosmetics bronzer brush, the vegan bronzer or powder brush. I don't know what it is. I use it for bronzer. Those brushes are all under 10 bucks, I think, and this apparently retails for 27. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. Just I think the price point is outrageous for what it is. The last thing is this Beauty Creations. This is the liquid lip gloss, whatever that means. Have it on today. First of all, it's pink. You guys know I'm not a fan of pink. I did it for you though. I put it on for the video just so you guys could see how it looked. It's a pretty color. It actually kind of reminds me of Stila Patina. That's the only pink lipstick that I will wear. If you guys ever bought like lip gloss from the dollar store when you were kids, like it kind of smells like kids makeup. If I'm just being like so honest with you guys, it really does just smell like kids makeup. The smell is kind of like a really sickly sweet smell. It kind of makes me feel a little nauseous when I smell this, so if you're sensitive to smells, I don't know how you'll feel about this. This only retails for 10 bucks, so we can't be too harsh on it because it isn't like a high-end price point. I mean, it's a pretty color. It looks like this. Here's the swatch, and you know, it's pretty. It's a very thin formula. I put it on my lips. I have a mirror right here, so that's why I'm looking over here. I put it on my lips and I feel like it's already kind of worn away, like right here in the center of my bottom lip. I haven't even had this on an hour. Like I put this on right before I started filming, and I've only been filming for like 30 minutes. It's super, super sticky. Like, let me just go ahead and show you guys. If you like, you see how it's so sticky? Liquid lipsticks are supposed to dry and stay put. I feel like when I applied it, it looked fine. Like it went on pretty opaque and it looked okay, but I think just because it's so sticky, like when you press your lips together like that, it kind of starts to make the color wear away. So, you know, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. So yeah, that's actually the entire box. I really love the blurring primer, and again, this is something else that I can add to my kit. I have a new gel liner. This brush is not too bad. You know, I'm glad I have another powder brush, especially for me since I freelance. You can never have too many brushes, to be honest. You know, I can always use a spoolie. Love the liner brush. I still like it. I'm still gonna keep my Boxycharm account because I think I did get some pretty good things. I also just got some shitty things, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Not blaming Boxycharm or anything like that. I know that they're probably trying to do what works for the majority of people, and that is totally fine. I still love Boxycharm, and I'm still excited about the stuff that I did get. It's actually the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know, of course, what you think in the comments below. I have a new setup. I'm sure you guys noticed. So we just redid the office. It was actually my husband's office, and I had to take over it because I just needed more space. So we're actually sharing it. So I have like 80% of the room, and then he just has his computer. It's right in front of me. I know you guys can't see it, but he has his desk right there, and then the rest of the stuff in here is mine. I have this little setup right here. I actually need to paint these white, the screws, so they blend in with this. That's a picture of us when we first started dating like 6 years ago. I have that little sign. I have another one of these shelves. I thought we had more of these, but we don't, so I need to get more of these over the weekend, and then I'll have him put that up for me over the weekend. So yeah, we have a little bit of a new setup. I was over filming in the dining room. I was like, I need my own space because it was just kind of like a pain in the ass because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights that I film with, and then I had to take like all my stuff over there. I had to take all of my lights. It was just like getting to be a hassle, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I just thought I'd share my new setup with you guys, and I'm excited. Now I can just kind of leave my lights in here and my camera and my computer, and yeah, I didn't really have an office space where I could edit videos. I always were just like editing from bed, or I would just sit on the couch and edit, and I just didn't have like a desk area where I could really just leave all my stuff. So now I can just leave all my lights in here, and I don't have to worry about lugging around 5 lights and unplugging them and plugging them back in and getting the extension cord and setting them up. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a little bit of a negative video. I know I kind of talked a little bit of smack here and there. I feel bad because I hate to talk badly about products because I can imagine how hard it is to like make something work and create something. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, some things I'm like, you should know better. You know, like people who create like chalky eyeshadows, I'm like, you didn't work on it that hard, you know? I hate to be negative, but at the same time, I have to keep it real, and I can't pretend to like something even if I don't, you know? I'm just gotta keep it 100%, gotta keep it honest, and I hope you guys can appreciate that. I know there are those people out there who just never have anything bad to say about a product, especially when they're doing reviews, and like to me that's just not realistic. Like you can't possibly like every single product. Like you can't. It's just, how do you like every single thing, you know? So those people I don't watch, and I'm not subscribed to them because I just can't relate to them. And yeah, I hope you guys can appreciate that I like to keep it as honest as possible, and I'm going to continue to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you know already I appreciate you guys when you take the time to watch my videos and comment on them and interact with me. Let me know what else you guys want to see, if you want me to review products or anything like that. I'm gonna try to get my hands on the new CoverGirl foundation. I'm so excited. They came out with like 40 shades or something insane, and it's supposed to be a matte foundation, and I believe they have a cool, warm, and neutral line. I'm super excited to try to look for that. I'm gonna try to look for that. I'll go this weekend and try to look for it, or maybe on Friday I'll be able to go out and try to see if I can get my hands on that foundation. I would love to do a review on it. And yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hey Siri, how long do I bake chicken legs for? Bitch. Oh my god. I have free chicken minis from Chick-fil-A. This day could not get better.